Apparently, those in the deep sea metro seem to like some magazines about modern squid society. Hey, what's up, my Doku's? Jason here, bringing you back to more Splatoon 2. Last time, we began our journey through the underground areas of Octo Expansion. And this time, we're going to be continuing. I'm going to go ahead, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with the opposite direction. I want to cover my goal here, and it's a little different. I want to kind of do things in a straightforward way. This is not anything you have to do, but I've never done this before. I did it all out of order in my first playthrough, and so I was curious. I'm just curious on, wanting to do every single level on a line if it's at all possible. So, let's go ahead and start here with AO6. Nice hair, bud. Bounce with me station. Alright, so we have a blaster this time around. And our goal is to just get to the goal. Or, I guess we just have to get to the goal. I don't know, that just felt redundant saying our goal is to get to the goal. So as you can probably tell with Octo Expansion, what it basically is it's simplified story mode. So story mode has you going through and collecting things like the sunken scrolls and the sardinium and, completing all these levels within a specific area. Octo Expansion kind of works differently, where you have a bunch of small missions comprised of these station lines, and you're just going through them, completing the different challenges, whether that's collecting something, dying, or just like just completing a challenge. It's interesting. For one thing, it's much less, while it can be difficult at times, it is much less stressful than, it is way less stressful. I don't know why I can't English, but it's way less stressful than story mode, because you're not having to worry about looking for a sardinium or a sunken scroll, because the collectibles you get are mostly things that you will get just by completing levels. That's what because the collectibles are the mem cakes, which are done by completing levels, and then you of course have the different fangs, which will be gotten through the story as well as just the CP cards, which are also just gotten through playing through the story, as well as, completing the missions and collecting the fish eggs as they go towards that number. So yeah, it's very interesting. It took me a long time to actually play Octo Expansion, and, I don't regret it whatsoever. It is a great side story to Splatoon 2, and I think it's probably one of the more unique DLCs. Alright, we have yet another level. We have revving up your inkjet, Maverick Station. Alright, so we're limited to an inkjet this time around. And we have to fly to the goal before time runs out. We can shoot the enemies and everything, but we are solely limited to an ink jet. Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the inkjet, you're going to want to stay up above surfaces. If you go off the edge at all, you will fly down. Literally straight up, it's like an instant death. That is the penalty for using these, it's kind of the penalty for using, an inkjet. Even though we don't have a choice, because it's the only option we had. So yeah, we gotta make our way across here. Shoot there. And then we're gonna want to aim a little bit. There we go. Shoot the enemies. And you know, just like in regular Splatoon 2, you do have technically have 2 lives, kind of, with your armor breaking, and then the extra life after that where you're slower. Alright, we have a final checkpoint. So we need to stay on the surfaces, because if we don't, then we will surely die. Go ahead and head there. Use you. Go this way. Use you. Get the fish eggs. Seriously? Missed them. Oh my lord. Whatever. Let's just complete the level. Oh, by the way, while you've been out there passing tests, Captain Cuttlefish had some time on his hands, so we've been chatting with him. We thought you might be interested, so we made the chat log viewable to you. Use L and R to select the chat logs in your CQ80. Take a look sometime. Beg your pardon, young squire. Might I have a look at those trinkets you've got there? Forgive me if I caught you off guard. Hope I'm not too off-putting for the child. They call me Padre. That's not my name, mind you, but that's the only one I can recall now. Down here, we call those thin slices of memory mem cakes. I've spent an age or two here in the depths, hungry for them. They're my only link left. At least I still remember my own days as a test subject, though I was washed out early. I pray that you'll be the one to cut through the gloom and light the way to my dreams. Share your memcakes with me and I'll repay the favor. Safe travels, young squire. Not sure this Padre is playing with a full deck. Doesn't seem like a bad chap, though. Alright, so yeah, once we collect them, we can show them to him. Also, here are the chat rooms. This is kind of just sessions with DJ or Captain Cuttlefish, with Pearl and Marie. Just kind of neat little things to look at. Also, all of our new mem cakes. Alright, so anyway, let's go ahead and continue on and do the what looks to be the last one on the right side, which is another device, or it is a connector. We have CO3 and A08. Better not tell you now. Bump in 8-ball station. We have to guide the 8-ball to the goal. Alright, something to know. We have multiple weapons here. You can choose a weapon, use A to choose a weapon to use. Recommended weapons who have been given the Cambo company seal of approval. The reward for passing each test differs based on which weapon you use. Good luck. Yep, so this is kind of also the similar thing to 1000% in Splatoon 2. Is you can replay these levels and do it with each weapon, different weapon, and the rewards are greater depending on which weapon you use because they're unexpected. So, if we wanted to have a greater weapon, we could use the classic Squiffer and the Burst Bomb. But I'm going to go ahead and use the Spillader Shot Pro as it is the recommended one. But I will be trying a few tests where, you know, we try to do the most unexpected one and see if we can get the results that we want. Switch out your weapons by activating the equipper with A. So yes, anytime if we wanted to change our mind on weapon, we could just easily do it. However, once we're through here, we have to stick with the weapon we have until we beat the level. So, our goal is to guide this thing. Let's guide this thing to the end, or to the hole, I guess. It's kind of like golf, except not. If pushing the ball doesn't work, push it even more. Alright. Seems to get stuck on sponges. Also, you cannot let it, oh dear. Yep, that's what happens if it falls. You explode. You fail the test, and you literally explode. That little pack in your, gear, that is for exploding. Yeah, you die brutally in Octo Expansion. You literally get shot or exploded by a giant tube of ink and just boom. Oh shoot, that's not good. All right, so okay, I think what I'm gonna do is get the ball up on the sponge, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just hit that. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. There we go. Okay, defeating them was actually a good idea because now we can just push the ball all the way up here. And we can get to the checkpoint. Alright, so nope, that wasn't good. Alright. And we're gonna get to show our first game over. You don't really get game overs in Octo Expansion, but you do get to attempt the test again for the same amount of points, and it'll restart you from the last checkpoint with 3 lives. So let's go ahead and try again. Oh no, that wasn't. I'm screwing something up here. Come on. Okay. Try a different strategy here. And it's gonna fall off the edge, which means I failed again. However, this can also show this. Agent 8, looks like you're struggling a bit out there. This test is a tough one, that's for sure. Isn't there something we can do, Marina? Well, actually, I just ran an analysis of the Kamado company network, and I think I can hack in and use the accumulated data of all of Agent 8's attempts to trick their system into thinking the test has already been cleared. Are you freaking serious? Heck yes. Is there anything you can't do, Marina? Agent 8, if you really want to do this, just give me the word with X. So yeah, you can completely skip areas if they're just too hard for you. However, there is one downside to using Marina's help, and it's basically equivalent to a super guide in... Oh, of course it fell off. Using a super guide in something like Super Mario Galaxy 2, the Donkey Kong Country games, like the modern ones, and New Super Mario Bros. If you complete a level with one of these, or I guess complete it this way, it will not go towards your score. It will count as the beating level, yes, but it will not go towards your overall score at the end of the game. So you're just going to want to try to tough it out and do the levels regularly, because it's just not really worth it. Not, like, literally, I don't think you can even beat the main ending doing this. I think you have to complete all the levels by yourself. Well, actually, no, wait, that's a lie. You can't get the secret ending, I believe, without it. Alright, we have our final checkpoint. Go ahead and shoot that up there. Get ourselves a launch pad. And we can, I guess, splat these guys a lot. Taking care of all these guys. Oh no, that's not good. We gotta get this thing back on track. Yeah, oh look at that. There's the end goal. So let's go ahead and bring it in. And there we go. Test passed. You have now unlocked 2 lines. You can view them on the Deep Sea Metro map. Stations marked with a beaming or flashing light or flashing circle contains one of the 4 things. Seek them out. I'd like to offer you a reward for finding this new line. Please pay me a visit. Alright, let's go pay him a visit and see what we get. As a reward for arriving at a new line, allow me to grant you some CQ points. Please accept these 500. That's another thing. Every time you unlock a line, you will get a reward from him. So it's definitely worth your time to do so. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and not start on the C line yet, because I want to go ahead and start finishing up on the A line. So we have our connected here with B01 and A03, and we have another 8-ball level. And here we're going to be using the Splash-O-Matic. Hopefully this one's a little easier. Alright, so we're gonna want to just do the same thing. It's the same type of level, except for this time we don't have sponges, so we have to try to stop these guys from shooting it off into the distance. I will end your lives. Going to shoot him. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a challenge, but I believe in us. I know we can do it. So, gonna move there, up there. Get to our first checkpoint. I guess the sucky thing is that the difficulty that comes with Octo expansion is that you aren't particularly you don't have the ability to, you know, get to a checkpoint and you get all your lives back. No, you only get your lives back or reset when you fail and get a game over. Okay, gonna go ahead and use the Splatoon again. That's not good. And it goes off the edge. Of course it did. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and defeat these anti-octolings. That's what I'm gonna call our octo troopers. I'm just gonna call them all antis because I don't think they have an official name. And so I'm just going to call them antis because that's kind of what they are. They're the anti-versions of these enemies. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let it drop off there. Climb up here and grab this. Get ourselves another checkpoint. And of course it fell off. Yes, we'll restart from the last checkpoint. Alright, that worked. So we'll take that. Get our next checkpoint. What's over here? Oh, that's just a quick way back. Alright. Across the seesaw in a single dash. Alright, bring it over there. Cool. Okay, so it looks like this is a gate, or an 8-ball switch in front of the vault. We're gonna do that. And it looks like we have to do some platforming in order to be able to get the ball where it needs to go. Go ahead and take care of you. And you. And we get our final checkpoint, as once we unlock this, you're going to have to time it to launch it to the goal. So, let's go ahead and wait for it, and go. Looks like it rolled across the seesaw. Yep, so all we have to do is push it to the goal. You've now unlocked 3 lines. You can view them on the Deep Sea Metro map. Alright, let's go ahead and collect our reward for him, or from him. So what do we get for it? We get more CQ points. Alright, well with that, where's Captain Cuttlefish? Oh, there he is. I was like, where is he? Alright, with that, that takes care of nearly every area on line A. So, I think with that we're going to end things here. Next time on Splatoon 2, we're going to wrap up things on the A line, and then we're going to start taking a crack at the B line. B line, not B line. With a T. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a like, sure helps out a ton. Make sure to subscribe dibbly if you have not already. And I will see you guys all later.